The standings don't lie. The box scores don't either. I'm Pete Dwyer, and this is the division line from the baseball nerd. We are cutting through the noise to tell you exactly where the American League West division stands and where it's going. For the third week in a row, the A's are still in first. They split a road trip in Philly and Baltimore. Took 3, lost 3. The division is tied at the top. There are 2 games that separate first and third. Bottom 2 are buried. The Astros and the Angels are both 5.5 back. Right now, where things stand, the A's are at 21-19. The Rangers are 19-21. The Mariners are 19-22. Houston and Los Angeles are tied at 16-25. The thing to take away from all of this, nobody is running away with this division. The A's are your unlikely leaders. After winning 1 in Philly and 2 in Baltimore, with a masterful performance by Ginn on the mound with 8 innings and allowing 1 earned run versus Philly, that was an incredible performance. Rooker, Wilson, Geloff all went deep. They dropped the finale in Baltimore, but I don't think that's anything to worry about. This week, the Rangers showed some signs of life on a 3-3 split. They had really bad losses in New York, took a bad loss at home against the Cubs. But a vintage deGrom start on Sunday with his 7 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts, no walks, no runs. That was what this Rangers team needed. Eovaldi threw 8 amazing innings in New York and allowed 1 earned run. He's the only other reliable arm on this Rangers rotation. Zeke Duran, is he hot or is it a breakout? What's happening? But he had 6 RBI on the week and he batted .375. The rotation is still haunting this team. The much-lauded Mackenzie Gore has been inconsistent. Kumar Rocker has been a disaster. One more note to make for the Rangers team, Josh Smith is back on the IL and it's worth monitoring. What does it mean for this Rangers team that needs everybody healthy? The Mariners suffered a weekend collapse. They did the same thing as the other 2. They split their series. 3-3 on the week. They started well against the Braves, surprisingly, and then fell apart in Chicago. Brian Wu had 6 innings pitched, threw 9 strikeouts, and allowed 1 run versus Atlanta, and that was the best start of the week. Luke Raley had 2 home runs, including a grand slam, and knocked in 7 on Friday. Castillo got roughed up on Saturday, and Gilbert threw a gem on Sunday, and the bullpen blew it. Spire went to the injured list, and there's another bullpen question that needs to be answered for the Mariners. The Astros, there were flashes, but there was no consistency. They went 2-4 on the week. Of course, they got demolished by the Dodgers. They split with the Reds. Burrows threw 7 shutout innings versus Cincinnati, and that was the bright spot. Yordan Alvarez clubbed home run number 13, but he went hitless in the finale. Lance McCullers got drilled, only making it 2 2/3 and allowing 6 runs versus the Dodgers. The Astros are hurt. Correa is on the AL. Diaz is on the IL. Hunter Brown got moved to the 60-day. Injuries are decimating this Astros team. The Angels hit rock bottom. They are 1-4 on the week, and they suffered a 14-1 beatdown on Saturday. Detmers gave up 6 walks in 3 2/3, showing serious command issues. Neto had multi-hit games and knocked in 5 RBIs, which was one of the few positives from this Angels team this week. Joe Adele had 2 home runs on Sunday, and he continues to be something that you want to watch. The Angels suffered another injury, with Travis d'Arnaud going to the injured list with plantar fasciitis. For some reason, they can't keep their catchers healthy. Going to the injuries around the league. Houston, again, Carlos Correa, Yainer Diaz, Hunter Brown. Big impacts to the team. Spire's out with a shoulder injury in Seattle. Josh Smith is out with a glute injury for the Rangers. Travis d'Arnaud's out with a foot injury. Hader, Pearson, and Tatsuya Mai are on rehab for Houston and worth watching. Seattle has Wisdom and Donovan on rehab, and they need those players back. Houston and Seattle play 4 games this week, and that's going to be the biggest series of the week, possibly the month. Texas is home versus Arizona for 3, and then travel to Houston. That's 2 separate tests for this team, and let's see where they're at. The A's host the Cardinals and then the Giants. Do they have a chance to hold out against National League competition? I would say that they do. St. Louis is going to be a problem for the A's, but the Giants are a bad team. The A's should cruise through San Francisco, winning 3 games. The Angels are at Cleveland, and then they host the Dodgers. That's going to be a tough week for the Angels. It's not going to be easy, and it's not going to give them a whole lot of confidence going forward. That's the division line. We drop every Monday.